Welcome back, everybody. Car Mechanics Simulator 2018 continues. I figured out what the problem on that old truck was, by the way. It was the drum brakes and the horseshoe brakes in the back. I didn't actually know the drum brake could be disassembled, so the problem lied there. I quickly finished it up and put her back on her way. We've sold all of our parts here today that we had left over, and we're going to do a little bit of a muffler job here. So I know you guys have been going crazy for this game, so if you want to see more, continue to show all that support. Love it. All right, a little bit of a muffler job as I had made mention of, so let's get this beast up in the air. I guess an old school gremlin or something like that. Well, that's raising up here. Let's see what we got for other jobs. Let's see, we got a few other different types of jobs here. Brake performance, loud when accelerating, a few other minor things. Looks like another muffler job here. Looks like an engine issue here. Cars, filters, and the engine apparently is not starting at all, so we'll get on those ones a little bit later. And we do have plenty of cash, by the way, in the bank from selling a lot of those parts. So, by the way, I looked at the green machine that we had from before, our wonderful race car. That is worth $123,000. That is insane. So if we get another barn, we'll definitely be sure to take it every couple of whatevers whenever we can look. Let's just go to our parking garage real quickly. I just want to show you, first of all, apparently there's a duplication glitch. I have two cars that are in the garage now. So if we look over here, yes, we have two of the same car, essentially. This is the one we've been working on, primarily, where we need to do a little work on the body and such. And I tried looking for the welder in the shop. I don't yet see it, so I wonder if we have to get a better upgrade. But this is how she originally started out, and this is how it looks now that we've pretty much finished the job. Well, aside from just doing the body work and such. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but apparently it's the same car. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, I'd like to sell this one, by the way, and see if we can get a little extra cash for it. $123,433. If we try to move this to the garage, it refuses to do so. So I think it's just a duplicate copy here in terms of it just looking the same. I think this one will move to the garage, but we don't need it there. But let's get back to our garage so we can get to work. We got a muffler job to do. We also have our path test ready too, but the car that's over there doesn't necessarily need that to be completed. So it's best for tires, suspension, braking, that kind of thing. So we'll see that here in just a moment. Car Mechanics Simulator 2018 continues. I'm so excited. This is good. We're going all the way back to the garage. We're going to have that muffler job complete. Come on, baby. Come on now. Come on. All right, here we go. We're back at the garage. All right, so let's get back to working on this car. So as we know already from the owner, she has middle, rear, and exhaust manifold need to be adjusted here. So there's the rear exhaust. Let's go ahead and pull this off. Actually, in order to do this, let's see where we got to start. Up here, I suppose. Do we go underneath the suspension maybe to remove this here? Let's see if we can pull this right out of here. Front exhaust. Nope. It's going to have to come out. Oh, I guess we have to start at the top, don't we? Ooh, boy, look at that. Yep, 1, 2, and then 3 all the way back. So middle muffler, that could just be pulled out, and then the rear muffler right back here. So we can pull these two out, I guess. Let's grab these two, and then we're going to have to get that one up top. So actually, let's replace those two. There's really no chance of us repairing these, I think. We can give it a try. Let's go over to the repair bench. I guess it's worth a try. Yeah, no items to work with. It sucks. We have a repair bench. We can't even repair half the stuff in the shop. All right. Exhaust. Here we go. All right. So this looks like an inline, inline 4. What do we need here exactly? This might be it right here. This might be what we need. But first of all, we need a few different exhausts. So where's our long exhaust? We need that long pipe that we took off from before. We better make sure it's called the right thing. It might just be called a muffler. So it's called middle muffler and rear muffler for the V8 muffler. Apparently that's what it's called, the V8 OHV. So for those of you who are mechanics, let me know what that means. So let's go ahead and grab our muffler then. I guess it's more of a muffler. Did I spell it wrong? Middle. Let's try middle. Oh, is there an exhaust section? Guess not. All right, let's do muffler. M-U-F-F. Huh, let's see. Middle. Oh, okay, let's just go to exhaust then. This is exhausting. All right, let's see. Rear muffler, we want the middle muffler. I was typing that right. I was typing M-I-D-D-L-E. Wasn't even popping up. All right, that's what we needed there, and then we need the final exhaust pipe, rear muffler, but we want the OHV variant, so let's make sure we get the right one that we need. I don't know why it's required to have that one. It must be, I think they need this one, but it's funny because none of these cars are actually 08Vs. So anyway, let's go ahead and pull this out here. Let's grab that, and exhaust should go right. Oop, didn't mean to do that. You can see the exhaust manifold, boom, right there. There's where the problem is, up top. So let's get this one in here. Here we go. All right, we got our first Muffler going in there, middle muffler, boom, good to go. We can sell these other ones for extra parts too, by the way, extra money, so not a problem here. So this is going to be a quick job. I wish on that truck we had figured out that problem earlier on those brake drums, but it was still a pain to go in there and remove all the stuff from the axles. The axles are a true nightmare. I hate working on tires and suspension. I'm more of a like a hood. Okay, I guess we'll rip the whole hood off. Why not? That's the easiest way to get into the car, I guess. So we got to pull off the, the SOHC is what it is. Holy crap, that's a lot of bolts on that exhaust system. Holy crap. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see. Very good. So if you are a mechanic, let me know, by the way, what type of vehicles do you work on as a mechanic? I'm very interested in knowing. We need manifold. Any classic cars? Any cool things that you're working on? Anything special? What's the coolest vehicle you worked on? Anybody ever bring in like a car with oil already fully exchanged and they wanted more oil, that kind of thing? You know what I mean? They already did an oil change 2 weeks before and they thought they needed one weekly. Some horror stories from mechanics will be interesting down in the comments section. All right, this one's done and ready to go, so we didn't have to change the oil or anything. Actually, I shouldn't say that. There's still one more thing we need to do. How do we actually how do I add the part to the outside? Is it on the body? Oh boy, I gotta figure out how to add the part on the outside again. Oh, this button here, assembly mode. There we go. I just ripped the whole hood off. I guess that's one way to do it. Don't worry, the guy will never know. All right, everything looks good here. All green lights across the board, 470. But for the other truck, we got about 1,500 to do that, so that was good. All right, we do have our other car here. You guys have seen it before. The hot rod here. I tested out what it's like to do the path test, so we'll see that in action here in a moment. But let's move this over to the rack then, and it's going to be easy here. Let's get some more cars in here now. Let's see, we need to do a fixed suspension, clunks and rattles. That's going to be good there. Knocking sound coming from suspension, so that's a good opportunity for us to take that order. And we'll pull this one right over here into the path test. Now let's show you what the path test looks like. I think this looks like it's based off of almost like a Nissan Cube. Or no, maybe like a like 6 different cars in one. All right, let's move this over to the path test. And there we go, path test. There we go. And let's see if we can go on a little bit of a test. This is crazy too, by the way. So basically what will happen is in order to test the car's brakes and suspension and acceleration, a few other things, we're going to roll first the front wheels onto this and then the back wheels. Then we're going to roll both front and back here and here as well. So it's going to test all the suspension. It's going to be crazy. I don't know how it works in real life, but it's interesting. So actually, in order to start this, I guess there's 2 different machines here. Let's go ahead and start with the path test. All right, here we go. Well, come on, baby. All right, there we go. All right, place front wheels on the brake tester. So we'll roll forward slowly until we lock onto that. There we go. And hold the brake. So she's now testing the brakes. Ooh. All right. Now what we're really looking for here is the suspension test, but in order to do everything we need to do it one by one. So here comes the back wheels now. And there she goes. Rear brakes have been tested. Alright, suspension tester is up next. There we go. Oh my god, it's eating us alive. It's like T-Rex attacking the car. Oh my goodness. It's like bah bah bah. Alright, now the rear tires onto there. So this basically helps us to find out exactly what parts are a problem. So this beats test driving it. Alright, very good. Okay, everything's done here. So now we already know what our 3 problems are. We got our rear shock absorber A, front shock absorber, and front shock absorber cap are down to 14% and such. So alright, we already know what we need to do. So let's step out of the car here. There we go. Let's buy our parts then. Does it actually list us? Oh, it should list us what the issues are on the car. So actually, I wonder if that'll list everything that's a problem. Oh, there's a few extra problems that we haven't yet discovered. Fixed suspension, clunks, and rattles. So, oh god, another suspension job. I thought it'd be easier with the path test, but it is not. So let's move this thing over to the rack then. Oh wait, garage entrance A. Oh right, we got to work on the other car. We'll just roll this back in here, and we'll work on that one since we've seen this one before. So we'll just put that. Oh come on now, move it over to the path test room. There we go. How does it even get over there? Oh, I guess we have to roll it out of the garage and then back in through this side over here. Okay, we'll get this car onto the rack now. We'll take a look at this one, see what we can do. Where's this car from, by the way? It is from the country of Serbia, I believe. Is that a SRB? Is that Serbian license plate? Not sure. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing onto the rack. There we go. And let's see if we have another job. Oh, boy. All right. I am no longer working on brakes. I'm no longer working on suspensions. I've had a lifetime full of that. All right, let's see. Oh, and actually, let's take a look. Is there any barns? I'm gonna get really upset because I feel like we need to sell that green car, and I just want to buy different cars now. I want to just simply do classic restorations. I have no interest anymore in changing people's oil, unless it's our own. All right, here we go. Raising her up again. One more time. Very good. All right, everything's good here, and let's go ahead and take a look at where our problems are. So let's see. Oh, there we go. There's our front issue and our rear issue here. So I wonder if we'll find any other issues by just taking the wheels off. There could be a brake issue. Who knows? But we're going to go ahead and start by removing the tires and getting to that rear issue. 3, 4, 5. Boom, and we're good there. All right, now off with the brake caliper. Brake pads are after that. Then it looks like just a regular brake disc. And in order to get to that suspension... Actually, I don't even know if I have to take all that off. I guess I'm just used to looking behind there. It doesn't hurt when we have missing issues anyway to take a look at everything. It doesn't hurt. As well, as long as we have her on the rack, we may as well take a peek. Oh, got to take off the classic rims. And then we have to take off the... oh boy, actually I wonder if that can come along. Front shock absorber. Oh, we don't even have to take all that stuff off. Huh. You do have to take the tire off at least to work on some things. Forces you to do that. Oh, that's an interesting looking shock absorber. Okay, so that is 2 problems removed already. We have 2 parts that haven't been discovered so far. So we now need to know what those are. It's probably related to the suspension. Let's just take a look here. Nothing on this tire. Or that area. Nothing really over here. Could be the bushings inside the suspension, though we already tested that with our machine, our path test. Brake servo looked okay back there. Okay, everything else looks all right. So there is definitely 2 parts. Oop, not the phone call. I want to go back here. There we go. Car status. So there's 2 parts still missing that we need to find. But in the meantime, we can buy link A, absorber cap, a few other things. So let's buy the absorber and absorber cap. All right, so we need to buy a shock absorber cap. And I think it was front shock absorber. Was it A? And we'll just buy A. Okay, what else is there? Let's see. We need to replace the... we need to buy another spring. We did buy... oh, rear shock absorber A. All right, let's grab one of those too then. So spring and a rear shock absorber A. We already got one of those. Front shock absorber is the other thing we need. And the spring. So we basically got all of our parts here. For the issues that we know of so far. Now we just need to find the remaining issues. Oh, did we get... I think we bought the cap. Did we not? Front spring. Yep, we bought all that. Okay, let's go ahead and disassemble the spring that we have a problem with already. Oh, this one's all... oh, that's... wait, no need to even take that apart. That's all just trash. We'll just throw that out. Let's go ahead and join our parts together then. Oh, not you. Join parts. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, a full restoration of that. We need to wait a second for this to finish. It just... oh, you can actually see it moving. Oh, it is moving. Huh. I must not notice that before. Okay. Our front spring is ready to go. So that comes up over on this side. Is that right? Yes. Our spring's going to have to go over here. You know, I really truly wish that we could just repair everything on each one of these cars. I feel bad. Like, you know, when you see a brake pad totally destroyed and they want an oil change and you had to get under there to remove the filter... don't you just feel bad for that? Oh, I forgot to buy the link. All right, let's grab that. That's going to be needed. So we're not talking about The Legend of Zelda here. Hey, listen, I got some more stuff to do here today, so we don't have time for that. All right, now let's go ahead and get that up there. So we need our front end link A. Boom, boom. Hey, I've gotten a lot better at finding parts and finding issues and stuff. I've really learned a lot about cars just from playing this video game. So for those of you out there who are watching and aren't sure if video games are the best thing in the world for your kid or whatnot, well, think again, because there's a lot to learn on some of these games, and this is definitely a cool one and worth your time and money, I think. And a very affordable price. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to look at? Did we install everything here? Let's see where we got green lights on. Oh, the rear shock absorber. That's the other thing. And then 2 parts we have not yet discovered. So the rear shock absorber, I believe, was on the right side, is it not? Or was it the left side? Yes, it was the left side. All right, parts going up here. We need to remove or put back in the rear shock absorber. There's a new one having to go in there. Perfect. And that's just been mounted in. And we can put the tires back on now that we've got that all resolved for that issue. Now, hopefully we don't have any brake issues. Or, wow, did you see that shine? I thought Gandalf the White was coming down from the heavens to save us, but I guess not this time. All right, let's put that back on there. Come on. All right, so now this is the nightmare moment for any mechanic, or at least me in this game, is that there's 2 more pending issues that we need to resolve. Now, luckily, I took a little bit of time. I'm just going to do this whichever way. Luckily, with the truck, I took a little bit of time afterwards. I was thinking, like, oh, this is going to be a super deep problem. I bet it's in the engine. But then I looked around. It was actually the rear brake section. But and I think the game actually also randomly modifies whether or not, you know, there's different scenarios that each job can have. So there's always a different outcome. All right, so everything's been repaired except for 2 parts that haven't been discovered. Fixed suspension clunks and rattles. So we already did our path test, so that should have found 99% of everything that was the issue. So now we can kind of just eye things up a little bit. We've already replaced this spring here. The front shock absorber. We can take a look at a few of these things. Looks like we got green pretty much all around. The servo, there's no ABS on this thing, right? Maybe that's an issue too. Could be. Actually, that might be a reason to pull her down. Though it'll look bad if it's actually an issue. I think the issue lies with it up in the air, though, unfortunately. And it looks like the ABS module, yeah, looks like it's in pretty mighty fine condition. So really no major issues here at all. Okay, let's go ahead and put that back down. Very good. Let's raise her up again. Okay, so for those of you who've gotten better at this game, I'm sure you know what the problem is right away, but the kind of part of the fun is the whole scavenger hunt of looking at parts and finding out where maintenance needs to be performed. And some of these parts you can't really tell without pulling them off. And it looks like we've got, with the 2 remaining, it's all suspension clunks and rattles. That is a horrible color for this car, by the way. Engine value, we only get $6,000. Hey, $394 brake job, or... not a brake job, but suspension repair. That seems about right, in real life? That seems about the price. All right. So what we got to do now is look at everything, I think. And I bet you it's going to be one of these smaller parts. So it's got to be something like, you know, for example, the sway bar or something at on the back side. Could it be the rear springs? I think we've already tested those. So it's all about trial and error. Let's see here. Is it the bushings? Actually, oh, wait, no. I want to go into... there we go, in examination mode. So this rear spring should be perfect. We just replaced it, basically. Apparently we can do it with a path test, but we've already seen that it's a great job. Great, it's already in great condition, is what I should say. I wonder if this will say anything here, the sway bar. Oh, end links, that'll be fine. Knuckle housing, good. What about this, yeah, rear sway bar is good. And the bushings here are looking good on the top of the suspension and also on the bottom. And that's part of the lift down there. The exhaust is in our way. Okay, let's go back to the other side. And let's take a look at what might be the issue over here. So the knuckle housing is good. Our end link is good. We're looking for things that are red. Really what we want is something here that is real red. So the springs, we already tested those, and they are already good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the front now. And I wonder if it'll have anything to do with, for example, the steering rack, but I don't think so. A lot of this stuff looks like it's in pretty good condition, but that's what I hate most about these suspension jobs. Let's take a look at some orders, too, by the way. We're going to get our next job lined up. This one's, oh, car filters needs repairing. Oh, that's going to be easy. Actually, with each job, we get a little bit more XP, and with more XP comes a whole upgraded garage. I'm still hoping that we're going to see a barn. That's why I keep coming back here. I want to see a barn job so bad. Oh, we can't turn the lights on and off? That'd be cool. Oh, I already upgraded to level 2 repairs. Unfortunately, I don't see anything that can be repaired. Or most parts can't be repaired, so it's not that great. Not that great to have something like that. Okay, so let's see. Do we have issues with the tires, maybe? Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these. Do we actually have to put on the tread tester? Really? We can't just do the Abraham Lincoln test where you drop the penny in? I thought that'd be a good idea, but I guess not. All right, let's see. So where could the issue be? So at this point, with 2 issues remaining, we haven't found the other one. Is there like, can it do any hints or something? Because I don't want to look around forever. Okay, let's see. So we've already looked at the back. The front looked pretty good. I think what we could do is maybe bring it out on a test drive. Let's see if that might help. Well, there we go. All right, let's see if we can bring it on a test drive, so that way we can possibly identify some other issues. Maybe that'll help, because I don't want to, you know, rip everything up out of there. All right, back to the racetrack we go of Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. Things load pretty good here between the garage, the parking area, the test track, and barns. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. All right, wow. She's slow and go, baby. Holy crap. That track looks weird. What's going on? Wow, is this supposed to simulate a dirty, what the? Whoa, 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 I can barely even see. I can't even see, really. It's all fuzzy. I've never seen the track look this bad before. Is it the windshield or something? It looks fine out of the side of the car. That's weird. Wow, it's like watching through an old, crappy television. What the heck is that? Did they make some changes to graphics or something? Oh boy, oh boy. I like how we have this racetrack behind our repair shop, so that way we can test out all these crazy cars. There we go. I could like barely see where I was going for a minute. And we're good. Alright, the brakes suck. Well, that's one thing we've determined. Brakes suck. And things are in kilometers. There we go. Alright, let's see if that does anything for us. I'm assuming that's the same as the path test, though it does allow us to test maybe a few more things than you normally would. Though the brakes, the suspension, maybe the steering is one thing that you can test through that. And that might be one thing that could affect the suspension as well. So I'm in suspense right now. What is that issue of the final car? I want to know. I want to know. This simulator is just getting better and better. Better and better and better. Better and better and better. It's better. Okay, there we go. Oh, there it is. The hub bearing and the tie rods. Okay, we found out what they were. Oh, did it throw it? Threw it back right up on the rack. All right, very good. So I guess the test drive did help out. All right, let's find out what our next job's going to be. This seems pretty easy. I guess the car filter, we'll go ahead and take that one. That's going to be easy. Okay, so there you go. It was hard to see whether or not that was the problem, but oh, there it is. Oh, there's one of the tie rods there. Oh, okay. And the other issue is probably in the front as well. Where is that? Oh, one of the wheel bearings. That's not it. Ah, it's on this wheel as well. Okay. All right, so it was all on the passenger side front wheel. So let's go ahead and pull that wheel off. Good. Well, it pays to be patient sometimes. I guess that's one thing I could have did with the truck, too. That would have been helpful. All right, I think we have to take the tire off every time just to get to these types of things. But now we can take the drive axle off, pull out the wheel bearing, and then what was the other thing? The tie rod back here. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so some of you probably saw that. Good eye on you. Very good job, everybody. And let's grab that tie rod. Not toe. Grab a tie rod. There we go. And let's also grab ourselves a hub bearing. And there it is right there. Perfect. Okay, so that is another job well done here. And we can go ahead and even get started on a bonus. I wonder how quickly... Let's try to speed run that next car. You guys want to get a little bonus time in here, huh? Yeah, I bet you do. Let's try to get another job in here before we leave you for today. Don't go anywhere yet. We've still got plenty of car action going on here. It is pretty exciting to be able to repair and finish some of these cars. I do not like the suspensions, though. Don't like doing the suspension jobs. They just leave you in suspense, don't you think? 3... 4. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's all right. Guy should have gave a tip. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't give the tire the full Monty there. And wait, what do you mean no items to work with? I put the tire on, but I accidentally aborted it a second before I was done. Hold on a second. What? Uh-oh. I abandoned the tire job before the tire was on there. Uh-oh. So now the guy's tire just disappeared. Oh, what? Oh, game now. So I hit the escape button before that last bolt was fully tightened. So now magically, through the power of greatness, the tire is nowhere to be found. It's disappeared from the garage. It's not in our inventory. If we look under rims, it's not there. If we look under suspension, it's not there. Gearbox, rims, nothing's here. Great. So it stole a tire from me. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. The price of getting this guy's tire back is not even going to be worth it. Oh, great. Now we owe this guy a free tire. So much for that. So much for the speed run I was going to do. But wait a minute. Let's try to just do that. Ah, damn it. It knew it. It knew it was missing. Why would you do this? Oh, the game. That's a real bad design there. That is what? Classic Rim 2. What kind of tire is this anyway? Oh boy, now we have to have one in our inventory in order to know what it is. How do we, it's, oh god. Oh, I don't even know. Now we gotta pull one of these off to buy and duplicate it in order to finish the job. Oh, that's so dumb. That's really dumb. So one of those bolts was just a little bit loosened, and when I tabbed out, it basically took the tire off, but it didn't give me the tire back in the inventory, such as this one. So now we got to buy the Rim Classic 02 17565 R14 ET0. So first and foremost, it's the Rim Classic 02. So let's go to the rim shop now. All right, Rim Classic. Here we go. So it's a Rim Classic 02. 16 ET0. Is it? Oh god, I don't know. Even if I don't care if it's wrong, we'll find it. And 165. Oh, what were the tires? Let's take a look here. Let's see, 16. Or was it a 14-inch? Whatever. We'll always reuse this stuff. Let's see. The tire is the 17565 R14. 17565 R14. Oh, and what kind of a tire was that? Just standard tire? Oh, jeez. Oh, I hate tires. Oh my god, I hate it so bad. All right, 17565. So let's see here. 175. 65. I don't know. I don't even know. Let's see if that works. I don't care. Let's just get it out of here. At this point, I shouldn't even be doing this because of the game being a derp. Just get it on there and get out of here. Ooh, here's our new car. The one with the, there we go. We got a little bit of, actually, could I do the repair right here? Do I even have to move this thing? I shouldn't even have to move this thing, right? Oh, good. All right, perfect. We'll get a new fuel filter for that one right away. I don't even know if this tire is going to work, but this is going to be great. The guy's right front end is just going to be lifted up off the ground immensely. Oh, it didn't even... Is this the right tire? I don't even care. Whatever. Go, go, go. All right, let's make sure all those are good to go. Perfect. I'm still giving you that bonus. Everything looks good on here. All right, is that done? Did I do that right? I don't even... To be honest, I don't care. It shouldn't have taken my tire. Like... What? Rim Classic 02 is missing from the car. There's your Rim Classic. Oh, man. Wait, now it took the tire from the other side. Oh, no. I forgot to put that one on. I thought it was stealing the tires from me. Oh, you jerk. Oh, my God. All right, well, whatever. I'll figure that part out later. That was just stupid. The fact that I deselected a tire, that's very disappointing. And that's one thing that's going to have to change in the game. So is that all it needs? Is a fuel filter here? Oh, air filter and oil filter. Okay. So we will have to take it up here and make a few changes. Where's the air filter? Oh, it's over on this side. Okay, well, we can at least get the air intake out of here. And the last thing to do is to, I wonder if we have to change the oil or if it's, well, obviously if you change an oil filter, you should always do the filter and the oil at the same time. So it's always a good idea just to do that. So clip A is going to be removed on all sides, and then we'll take that air filter out. It's going to be a square standard. And that, oh, wow, that's a dirty one. So let's grab the air filter on that one. And that should be good. Air filter, A-I-R. All right, so we want this one here. Air filter is good. And let's drop one of those in. Oh, first we got to take the old one out. There we go. And put that new one in. Wonderful. And then we'll just pop that back on top. I hate these clips. I wish it would just like some bolts. But I guess it's easier in real life to actually have some clips. Alright, so that's going to be that. We're going to have to get this on here to take the oil filter off. We'll have to get under the car, so that means I'll just have to fiddle around with the tire. That was so stupid, wasn't it? Wasn't that silly? That was really dumb, that, you know, goofing up with those tires. So make sure you got your tire on 100%. Otherwise, if you press escape, it's over. That's it. Your tire's just gone. You ever have to do that before? You ever just try to replace your tire and you don't tighten it all the way and then you just back away from it? Boom, tire is gone. Happens all the time. All right, well, speaking of being gone, I'm out of here, folks. So thanks for watching. I'm going to pop the tire on that one and get that out of here. And we'll get this oil change done. You know what has to do on that one. So we'll start fresh next time. I'm not even going to bother with this this Maserati either. So we're going to get all three cars out of here. I'm going to do this behind the scenes so we can get some fresh jobs. Things you haven't yet seen here before, folks. Oh, well, I guess the... the Smith we've seen before. Let's see what other cars we got. All right, well, that's it. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.